The Eastern Towhee, Pipilo erythrophilus, is one of the most reliably heard birds in any Ozark spring morning. Its "Drink Your Tea" song, a short introductory note followed by a long buzzy trill, carries from the dense tangles of brush at the forest edges, glade margins, and the shrubby understory of younger forest stands. The towhee is a large, striking sparrow, the male jet black above, with rufous sides and a white belly, but it can be maddeningly difficult to see as it rustles through dense cover. The towhee is one of the most brown-headed cowbird parasitized species in the Ozarks, a conservation concern we'll return to later. Its populations in the region are stable, but it requires shrubby edge habitat that's being reduced in some areas by forest succession following fire suppression. The ovenbird, Sciurus oricapilla, is a warbler that behaves like a thrush. It walks rather than hops across the forest floor, foraging through leaf litter for invertebrates, but its voice is anything but settled. The ovenbird's song, a rising, accelerating teacher, 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 is one of the loudest sounds per body weight in the bird world, and it carries through the forest like a mechanical proclamation, often audible several hundred meters away. In the Ozarks, ovenbirds prefer the same mature closed canopy forest as wood thrushes, and the two species are often heard simultaneously from the same woodland interior. The ovenbird builds its domed, oven-shaped nest on the ground, a construction so well camouflaged that biologists often step over nests without even seeing them. The red-eyed vireo, Vireo olivaceus, holds a record that borders on the comic. The individual record for most songs in a single day belongs to this species, with one male recorded delivering 22,197 song phrases in 14 hours. Unlike most songbirds, which reduce singing dramatically after the dawn chorus peak, the red-eyed vireo keeps singing persistently through midday, often the only bird voice audible during the hot, quiet hours of a July afternoon. Its song is a series of short, deliberate phrases, rising and falling in pitch, delivered at a conversational pace, with brief pauses between each, as if the bird is answering its own questions. It's so common and persistent in mature Ozark forests that learning to recognize and mentally tune it out is one of the first skills of the experienced field birder. not because it's unpleasant, but because its ubiquity otherwise dominates the mental soundscape. The Kentucky Warbler, Geophloppus formosa, is one of the Ozarks' most characteristic breeding warblers, and its loud, rolling churry 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 song is the defining sound of the shaded, moist forest bottoms and ravine slopes it inhabits. The male is stunning, olive green above, brilliant yellow below, with a bold black mask and yellow spectacles, but it skulks in dense, low vegetation and rewards patience. The Kentucky Warbler is a priority conservation species in the Ozarks. It requires large tracts of contiguous forest with an intact, moist understory, habitat that is particularly susceptible to fragmentation and to elevated brown-headed cowbird parasitism near forest edges. Its populations have declined across much of its range. Several other resident and near-resident species deserve mention as contributors to the Ozark Dawn chorus. The Acadian Flycatcher, Empidonax virescens, gives its explosive peat seat from streamside sycamores and beech trees a sharp exclamation point in the dawn soundscape. The Louisiana Waterthrush, Prakesia motacilla, arrives in late March and sings from rushing creek banks. Its loud, slurred, downward phrases, often the first warbler song of spring. The pileated woodpecker's wild Jurassic-era calling echoes from large snags of old-growth remnants, and the barred owl, technically not a songbird, but emphatically a dawn and dusk voice, adds its resonant "Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all?" to the pre-dawn soundscape in river-bottom forests.